SquareD Trilliant service panels are discontinued and quite rare. Information and support for them is limited due to their age and discontinuation. It is important to check for adapter options. Contact SquareD or reputable electrical supply houses to inquire if there are any adapter plates or kits available that could allow a circuit to be added to the existing panel. It's important to note that adapters may not be widely compatible with older panels. A safer and more reliable option is to consider upgrading the entire panel. This eliminates any potential compatibility issues and ensures that the panel meets current electrical codes and safety standards. When upgrading the panel, firstly, obtain the necessary permits. Contact the local building authority to obtain the necessary permits for electrical upgrades. Secondly, hire a qualified electrician. Hire a licensed and experienced electrician to perform the upgrade. Thirdly, choose a new panel. Select a modern SquareD or other reputable brand panel that meets the electrical load requirements. Fourthly, install the new panel. Have the electrician install the new panel, transfer the existing circuit, and add the necessary circuit for the hot tub. Fifthly, inspect and approve the installation. Once the installation is complete, have the work inspected and approved by a qualified electrical inspector. Exploring adapter options is possible, however, the safest and most reliable solution for adding a circuit to a SquareD Trilliant service panel is to upgrade the entire panel. This ensures compatibility, code compliance, and long-term safety. Consider the amperage requirements of the new hot tub circuit. The new circuit must be sized appropriately based on the hot tub specifications. Consult the National Electrical Code, specifically Article 680.42 for sizing hot tub circuits. The circuit breaker protecting the hot tub must be a ground fault circuit interrupter, a GFCI type breaker. This is required by code to protect against electrical shock hazards. Ensure the existing service entrance can handle the additional load of the hot tub. Calculate the total load on the service and verify that it is within the capacity of the service entrance conductors and the main breaker. If the service is undersized, it will need to be upgraded. When choosing a new panel, select one with sufficient spaces for future expansion. It's always a good idea to have spare breaker spaces available for future circuits. Ensure the new panel is properly grounded and bonded according to the National Electrical Code requirements. Proper grounding and bonding are essential for safety. The electrician should perform a load calculation to determine the appropriate size of the new panel. This calculation takes into account all of the existing loads in the building, as well as the new hot tub load. The electrician should use appropriately sized conductors for the new hot tub circuit. The conductor size is determined by the amperage of the circuit and the type of insulation on the conductors. All wiring connections must be made properly and tightened to the correct torque specifications. Loose connections can cause overheating and electrical fires. The new panel should be labeled clearly and accurately, indicating the circuits and their corresponding loads. This makes it easier to identify circuits in the future. Before energizing the new panel, the electrician should test all of the circuits to ensure they are working properly and that there are no ground faults or short circuits. After the installation is complete, keep all documentation related to the upgrade, including permits, inspection reports, and panel schedules. This documentation may be required for future reference or for insurance purposes. Consider surge protection for the new panel. A surge protector can help protect against damage from power surges. Make sure the electrician uses the correct type of conduit and fittings for the wiring installation. The type of conduit required depends on the location of the wiring and the type of building. The electrician should follow all applicable codes and regulations during the installation. This includes the National Electrical Code, as well as any local codes or ordinances. When the old SquareD Trilliant panel is removed, dispose of it properly according to local regulations. Some components may contain hazardous materials that require special handling. The electrician should provide you with a warranty for the work performed. This warranty should cover both labor and materials. Before hiring an electrician, check their qualifications and experience. Make sure they are licensed and insured. Ask for references and check online reviews. Get multiple quotes from different electricians before making a decision. This will help you ensure you are getting a fair price. When obtaining permits, be prepared to provide detailed information about the electrical work being performed. This may include drawings, specifications, and load calculations. The electrical inspector will typically inspect the work at various stages of completion. Be sure to schedule inspections in advance and be prepared to answer any questions the inspector may have. If any issues are identified during the inspection, be sure to correct them promptly. Do not attempt to perform electrical work yourself unless you are qualified and experienced. Electrical work can be dangerous and should only be performed by qualified professionals. Consider future electrical needs when planning the panel upgrade. It is often more cost-effective to install a larger panel than is currently needed to accommodate future expansion. If there are any aluminum conductors in the existing wiring, be sure to use the correct type of connectors and antioxidant compound. Aluminum conductors require special handling to prevent corrosion. Be sure to keep the area around the electrical panel clear and accessible. Do not block the panel with furniture or other items. If you have any questions or concerns about the electrical work being performed, do not hesitate to ask the electrician. A qualified electrician should be able to answer your questions and address your concerns. The addition of a hot tub may affect your homeowner's insurance policy. Check with your insurance company to ensure that you have adequate coverage. Consider the location of the new panel when planning the upgrade. The panel should be located in a dry, accessible location. It should not be located in a bathroom or other wet area. If the existing wiring is old or damaged, it may need to be replaced as part of the panel upgrade. Old wiring can be a fire hazard. The electrician should use the correct size and type of wire connectors for all connections. Wire connectors must be rated for the type of wire being used and the amperage of the circuit. Be sure to turn off the power to the circuit before working on it. Use a voltage tester to verify that the power is off. When working with electrical components, use insulated tools. Insulated tools help protect against electrical shock. Do not work on electrical equipment in wet conditions. Water is a good conductor of electricity and can increase the risk of electrical shock. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, do not attempt to do so. Hire a qualified electrician to perform the work. Consider the environmental impact of the panel upgrade. Choose energy-efficient components and recycle any materials that can be recycled. Be sure to dispose of any hazardous waste properly. If you have any questions about electrical safety, contact your local electrical utility or a qualified electrician. They can provide you with information and resources to help you stay safe. When selecting a new panel, consider the available features. Some panels have features such as surge protection, arc fault protection, and remote monitoring. These features can provide added safety and convenience. Be sure to read the manufacturer's instructions carefully before installing or using any electrical equipment. The manufacturer's instructions provide important information about the proper use and maintenance of the equipment. If you are unsure about any aspect of the electrical work, consult with a qualified electrician. It is always better to be safe than sorry when it comes to electricity. The National Electrical Code is updated every 3 years. Be sure to stay up to date on the latest code requirements. The National Electrical Code is available for purchase from the National Fire Protection Association. Consider taking an electrical safety course. These courses can teach you about electrical hazards and how to prevent them. Electrical safety courses are offered by many organizations, including community colleges and vocational schools. Be sure to inspect your electrical system regularly. Look for any signs of damage, such as frayed wires, cracked insulation, or loose connections. If you find any damage, have it repaired by a qualified electrician. If you are planning to add a generator to your electrical system, be sure to install a transfer switch. A transfer switch prevents power from the generator from backfeeding into the utility grid. Backfeeding can be dangerous and can damage electrical equipment. If you are planning to install solar panels on your roof, be sure to hire a qualified solar installer. Solar panel installations must comply with all applicable codes and regulations. If you are planning to install an electric vehicle charging station, be sure to hire a qualified electrician. Electric vehicle charging stations require a dedicated circuit and must be installed according to code. Be sure to keep your electrical panel clean and free of dust and debris. Dust and debris can cause electrical components to overheat. Be sure to label all circuits clearly and accurately. This will make it easier to identify circuits in the future and can help prevent accidents. Be sure to keep a copy of your electrical panel schedule in a safe place. The panel schedule provides important information about the circuits in your electrical system. If you are selling your home, be sure to provide the buyer with a copy of the electrical panel schedule. The panel schedule can help the buyer understand the electrical system in the home. If you are renting your home, be sure to inform your landlord of any electrical problems. Your landlord is responsible for maintaining the electrical system in your home. If you are concerned about the safety of your electrical system, contact a qualified electrician for an inspection. An electrical inspection can help identify any potential hazards and can help prevent accidents. Remember that electricity is a powerful force and should be treated with respect. Always follow safety precautions when working with electricity. When adding a hot tub, local codes might require a disconnect within sight of the hot tub. This is for emergency shutoff. Check with local regulations. The GFCI breaker protects against ground faults where current leaks to ground. A standard breaker protects against overcurrent from too many amps being drawn. The equipment grounding conductor, sometimes called the ground wire, provides a path for fault current to return to the source, tripping the breaker. Bonding connects metallic parts of the hot tub and its equipment to equalize voltage and prevent shocks. Use a copper conductor for grounding and bonding. The size of the conductor depends on the circuit amperage. Refer to NEC Table 250. 122 for grounding conductor sizing. Use a listed and labeled hot tub. This ensures it meets safety standards. Place the hot tub on a level surface that can support its weight when full. Consider drainage when positioning the hot tub. Soak the surface slightly away from the house. Keep combustible materials away from the hot tub and its equipment. Follow manufacturer's recommendations for clearances. Protect the hot tub from the elements with a cover when not in use. This helps conserve energy and prevents debris from entering the water. Maintain proper water chemistry to prevent corrosion of the hot tub components. Test and adjust the water regularly. Inspect the hot tub and its equipment regularly for signs of damage or wear. Replace any worn or damaged parts promptly. Have the hot tub serviced by a qualified technician annually. This helps ensure its safe and efficient operation. Keep children away from the hot tub when it is not in use. Never leave children unattended near the hot tub. Learn CPR and other basic life-saving skills. This can be helpful in case of an emergency. Keep a phone nearby in case of an emergency. Post emergency contact information near the hot tub. Turn off the power to the hot tub before draining it. This prevents electrical shock. Use a hose to drain the hot tub. Do not use a bucket or other container. Clean the hot tub regularly. This helps prevent the growth of bacteria and algae. Use a mild detergent and a soft brush. Rinse the hot tub thoroughly after cleaning. Refill the hot tub with fresh water. Add chemicals according to the manufacturer's instructions. Test the water and adjust the chemicals as needed. Heat the water to the desired temperature. Enjoy your hot tub safely and responsibly. Always supervise children around water. Never mix alcohol and hot tub use. Avoid using electrical appliances near the hot tub. In the event of an electrical storm, exit the hot tub immediately. Never enter the hot tub if you have a medical condition without consulting your doctor. Do not use the hot tub if you are taking medication that may cause drowsiness. Avoid using the hot tub for extended periods of time. Take breaks to cool down and rehydrate. Be aware of the signs of heat stroke and heat exhaustion. Seek medical attention if you experience any of these symptoms. Report any electrical hazards to your local authorities.